A very well and truly wicked deed has just occurred in the United Kingdom. And this is one of the sickest videos that the Iranian nation will ever have to make. I don't even feel like making this video. I don't even have the energy to talk to you, but I know it's got to be done because as many people and as many people as possible need to know what we're up against. So what do Charlie Gard and Alfie Evans have in common? Both of them are small babies who are under the age of 1 year old. Both of them have a terminally undiagnosed illness which nobody knows about. Both of them had the potential to have a chance at life due to outside experimental care and treatment, or other hospitals or other hospital and health systems willing to take them on. Both of them had parents who felt it was necessary to do everything possible to make sure that their children had even if it's a remote chance, a chance to live. But the most important thing that they have in common is that the British government, with the aid of the National Health Service, which is a part of the British government, actually did everything it could to make sure that not only those two individuals, those two babies, died, because in their mind there was nothing to be done to help them, but blocked the parents' chance to find other health services or hospitals that were willing to take them on, or block other doctors who had treatments that may not have been on par with established treatments, but would block those doctors from taking on these two babies to help them. And this is where we are. And today, Alfie Evans has died, and I believe last year, Charlie Gard, both of them babies, died. And this issue, Charlie's case, had President Trump involved. He tweeted out saying, the British government or America should be allowed to try and help this kid. The Pope Francis, was all sympathetic and all too willing to allow Alfie Evans the ability to go to a Vatican hospital to be treated and looked after and work tirelessly to see if he had a chance at life. But the British government and the National Health Service said, no, we think that his case is a lost cause. That's what we determine. And we are not allowing the parents of these two children to take these children to try and get a secondary opinion. Our opinion is the only opinion that matters. Therefore, the only solution is to allow these two babies to die, and there is nothing that you, the parents, can do about it. We will put you in court, and we will sue you, and we will fight you if you try and put us in court, but you are not going to we're not allowing a secondary opinion on the future of these two infants. Only our opinion matters. That's it. Back off. Piss off. We say the babies will die. That's what the British government has done. My friends, let me be very clear. I feel that if you feel that you want to die, like don't just pull the plug, don't try and resuscitate me. If that's your choice, well, that's your choice. That's your decision. But I feel it is very wicked, very evil. I don't even want to make this video, honestly. I'm just so... Let me just keep going. I think it is so evil that the parents of a baby who can't even talk or do anything, who has the brain of the size of a peanut, that can't make decisions for his own, but the parents who, let's face it, parents are the ones who love their children above anyone else, above the state, even though the state wants to be the parents of everybody nowadays. Parents, real parents, you come out of your mother and you're, with the help of your father, they're the ones who will love you the most out of everything. But to see them being blocked, sued, being, just blocked from everything because the British government and the NHS say, we feel there is nothing that can be done to save these children's life. I don't care if you're trying to get a second opinion. We think that only our opinion matters. To hell with the Vatican. To hell with some American doctor. Only our opinion matters. To hell with any secondary opinion. We say that he should be taken off life support and be left to die. Die! Die! The UK government says that these two babies must die! I'm so angry right now. And this is what happens when the government gets too big and out of control. Now the government is trying to take the place of the parents of infants, saying that their opinion, the government's opinion, is all that matters. Don't try and get more help for your baby. Don't try and get more treatment. Don't try and send him to another hospital. The NHS says he must die, therefore he should die. I think the present government of the United Kingdom should be thrown out at this point. It's a conservative government with a coalition, but it's conservative in name only, really. And be that as it may, conservatives in Europe are very different than conservatives in North America. They don't care about life and all that other stuff. In fact, they look down on those kind of people, those kind of religious beliefs of life, and we have to try and do everything we can. Europe has given up on that. Europe is a cesspool of just nothing. I mean, it's sad, and I'm sorry anybody listening in Europe might get offended. You probably might agree with me, actually. It's really sad where Europe has gone. It's a sin and a shame, and God will punish the UK for this. So if you ever see a flood, I'm just, I don't know, maybe, you ever see a flood, terrorist attack, I'm telling you, it's God talking. The British government allowed, now maybe it was true that there was nothing that could have been done, but what is the harm in trying to get a secondary opinion? You're going to say, oh, well, it's hard. We shouldn't allow these babies to suffer. Well, excuse me, when you're trying to get help, in between that, you are suffering. When you have a broken leg and you're in the hospital trying to get surgery, and you're trying to get many, many different opinions on what should be done, it's suffer. That's how health is. So don't give me that. Don't give me that. If there was nothing that could be done, then I would have a different opinion, because you can't have those children. If there's nothing, truly nothing, if God says there is nothing to be done for these two kids, then there's nothing to be done. You can't leave them to live in pain and misery for the rest of their life. But if there is if you're saying, if only one source, the NHS, is saying that only we say that these two kids, there's nothing can be done, but then you block a secondary opinion, or you block any other treatment for these babies, and you block the parents wishes that they pursue other things to do. You don't have to do anything, but let them go to the Vatican hospital if the Vatican hospital is offering, which it did. Let them go to America and be treated by alternative therapy. And, again, this is big pharma and the big healthcare industry at work, again, trying to block other alternative therapy, which they said there might have been some to help Charlie Gard. They're saying, no! I'm sorry. I can't do any more of this. You get the point. I think if you're living in the United Kingdom, you really, really, really need to rethink your form of government and rethink the kind of people who are running your country. Because your government, the United Kingdom, will in 2 seconds allow as many Syrian refugees into your country as possible. Many people in that government, in the establishment, want as many European citizens who don't have any skills to come into the United Kingdom, and they'll bend over backwards for them. And they'll do everything they can for them and the Syrian refugees, many of whom are trying to kill y'all. But these two babies, they take one good look at them, they do a little thing, and they say, no, there's nothing more we can do, let them die. You need to rethink the people who are running your government, and that goes for all of Europe. This is the Iran Nation.